サッドアンダーザスキン。前回がね、本当にちょっとグダグダになってしまって、初めからちょっとね、進行できなくなっちゃってバグってたんで、ね、初めからやり直してたんですけれども、それもちょっとね、かなりグダグダで、ブラックサッドさんがね、依頼を受けないとかっていう、誰もやらないようなエンディングを迎えて、トロフィーをゲットしてしまったんですけど、あのトロフィーね、とてもレアなトロフィーでした。 9.9% ぐらいしか取ってないような。いや、そりゃそうだよね。あんな初めにね、いきなりやめちゃったら話にならないもんね。でもいい体験ができましたと。で、あとね、前回の時終わり方も変な感じでね、なってて、今日ね、うまいこと言ってくれるといいなと思いながら、やろうかなと思います。でね、皆さんは明日からゴールデンウィークの大型連休に入られる方も多いんでしょうかね。今日ね、進められるところまでやっていこうかなと思います。で、簡単にね、前回までのあらすじを申し上げますと、ブラックサッドさんが、このね、今の画面でゆらゆら揺れている首をつっている人ですね。この人がボクシングジムのオーナーで、ジョーダンという方ですね。この方が首吊り自殺をしたと。で、その同じ時刻、同じ同時に、このボクシングジムのボクサーの一人、ボビー・イエールという人がいなくなっていると。ということで、この自殺した男のですね、娘さんからそのボビー・イエールを探してくれというふうにブラックサッドは依頼を受けた。で、探しているところっていう感じですね。で、このね、ボビー・イエールの家をね、アパートを、ちょっと見に行ったら、変な男たちが待ち構えていて、それがね、ブラックサッドが別件で離婚調査、浮気調査か何かをしてた時のね、その、依頼人の旦那さんと、あともう一人別の男が待ち構えていて、変な四つ葉のクローバーみたいなね、バッジをつけていました。で、そのバッジがあれなんですよね。このボクシングジムの、ボクサーの一人でジェイクっていうブラックサッドの黒猫探偵にも出てきたブラックサッドの古い友人ですねのボクサーのロッカーにも同じマークのバッジが置いてあって、それ見つけた時にね、血相抱えて何見てんだみたいな感じでね、ジェイクに、言われたんですけれども、あれも何がしかの団体と何か関わりがあるみたいですと。それでね、ボクシングジムのところを、捜索してたら、その裏口から出たところにね、ホームレスのおじいちゃんがいて、ホームレスのおじいちゃんがチーズ食いて、昼飯食いてって言って、ハンバーガーを作ってもらおうって言ってた時に途中でバグって、労働中に固まってしまって動かなくなったみたいなところで、ちょっと前回はねやめてしまったんですけれども、その続きからねやっていきたいと思います。今日はうまくいってくれるといいなと思いながら、また私ちょっと英語はそんなに得意ではないので、 雰囲気でやっていきたいと思いますが、ちょっとやっていきましょうかね。じゃあコンティニューでいきましょう。さあ今日はうまいこと言っておくれよ、本当に。いやドキドキだわ。このローディングの長さが不安を。
Your burger is ready.
どうやらハンバーガーをゲットしたようですね。なんか操作途中になってたけど、うまくいってますね。
Alright, I'll let you enjoy your meal.
4 people used the back door that very same night.
What?
なんだって？
Well, I might be blind as a bat, but as you can certainly see, I have 2 wonderfully functional ears. Thank you very much for remembering the cheese, by the way.
なんか
4 people used the back door 2 days ago?
Yeah, that's right.
4人の男言ってたね。なんか初めの男。
Who was the first person to use the back door?
Someone big unlocked the door, stepped inside, then came right back out.
ほうほう。2人目は？
Who was the second person to use the back door?
A man, just a few minutes after the first person. He came back out muttering, "Ungrateful bastard." Then he threw something in the trash and walked back in. Oh, no, wait. Before that, he gave me a coin. A coin? I mean, do I look like I need spare change, huh? I mean, I'm staying at the million-star hotel, for God's sake.
ほう。3人目は？
Who was the third person to use the back door?
Judging by the quiet footsteps, I'd say it was someone small. I'd say it was about 30 minutes after the second person came out. Whoever it was threw something in the trash and stood in front of me for a moment. Then I heard a click. And finally, I heard trailing laughter in that direction.
Who was the fourth person to use the back door?
Someone big. I recall heavy breathing. The person left in a hurry, running in that direction.
ほう。なんか今日人の行き来があったんですね。で、じゃあはい、目ですか。
I wonder what it's like to be blind. Would I cope?
はい、目が見えないと。他はこれかな。
Could he have been a train conductor?
コンダクター。トレインコンダクター。どこかな。
Blind and legless. How does he get by?
どこですね。
Looks like someone used it as a punching ball.
で、終わりかな。で、なんか缶がどうのこうのって言ってた
Where
ね。
did you get that paint can?
In the trash can in the back. I found it right after the comings and goings. I wanted to see what those people were leaving behind.
ゴミを漁ってるのか。そうそう、エクスパンダーはね、なんかね、あったよね。
There's a chest expander in your cart.
A what expander?
A thingamajig with 3 springs.
Oh, the thingamajig with springs. Oh, I got it from the trash back there. A paint can and a thingamajig with springs. What a night!
You were acting a bit strange before, but now you seem fine. Why is that?
Hey, you got great vision, sense of smell, and hearing. Why is that?
Well, I'm a cat.
Well, I'm a goat.
で、終わりですね、この人。はーい。
That's all for now. Thanks.
そう。なんかエクスパンダーは、ボビー・イエールの、ロッカーに箱があったんですよね。で、それが、ね、そうそう、これ、ゴミ箱に入れたやつを、このね、おじいさんが手にしたっていうことですよね。これですね、これがボビー・イエールのロッカーに入ってたエクスパンダーの箱と、これがね、絶対関係があるはず。
Well, I know this much. The chest expander in the trash belongs to Yale. Do you remember anything else about the day you found the thingamajig with the springs and the paint can?
Yeah, no. Wait, yeah. Well, no, now that I think of it, no. Hey, pal, how about thanking a good-looking goat with a cigarette?
大丈夫かな、おじいちゃん。なんか、タバ
Of
コっ
course.
て言った
There you go.
Yeah, you think you're not responsible for my pathetic state? Think you're not to blame? It's the government that shipped me off to war.
They shipped me off too.
Oh, right. So then you know what it's like to kill, too. Well, then another sad hobo shouldn't be a problem for you, Professor. Wait, but that's not what I wanted to say. Oh, well, you know we goats tend to jump from one thing to another. The government paid for everything. Army fatigues, rations, weapons, lodging at hookers, drugs. Do you know where that money comes from? Taxes! Your taxes, my dear friend. You help them cut my legs. They declare war. Every chance they get, so that the weapon industry that finances their campaigns gets richer and richer and richer. And that's how we finance their wars. So, the slightest connection with corruption turns us into accomplices. Unless one manages to keep at arm's length. That is what I did, my loyal disciple, at the Million Star Hotel. So, do you like your master, the great?
Hey, what's your name? You never told me.
あ、寝ちゃった。前奏のね、お話でしたね。これはもう見る場所がないかな。さて、ではまた新たな手がかりを探しに行きますか。ハンバーガーを作ってくれたあの人が第一発見者の人ですね。あの人にちょっとまだね、いろいろお話を聞きそびれていたので、ちょっともう一回会いに行ってみましょうか。前回ね、いろいろバグっちゃっていけなかったはずなので、行ってみましょう。サムスダイナーですね。なんかブラックサッドの戦争に行った時の話とかも出てくるんですかね、この物語の中に。あんまりね、原作コミックの中にはそういうの出てこなかったですけど、どうなんでしょうね。っていうかブラックサッドって何歳なんですかね。なんか全然こう年齢不詳な感じやけど、いくつぐらいなんやろ。もう妹さんがいて、そのね、子供がまだ小さいから、まあそんなめちゃくちゃね、年いってないとは思うけど、まあでも妹さんとめちゃくちゃ年離れてる可能性もあるしね。さあ、ですね、まあ冗談、死んだね、冗談について聞いてみましょうか。
Let's talk a bit more about Joe Dunn.
そうだな、何がいいかな。ボスとしてはどんな
What
人
kind
で
of
した？
boss was Joe Dunn?
A good one. Always paid on time, never raised his voice. If I asked for the day off, he even cleaned the gym.
じゃあ、ジムの外ではどうですか？
How was Joe Dunn outside the gym?
I wouldn't know. I only saw him at the gym or right there. That was his spot. I think everyone liked him. 遺体を発見した時のことは？
Can you tell me how you found Dunn's body?
Well, I thought I was alone. I clean early in the morning before Mr. Dunn comes in.
Oh, so you have keys to the gym.
Yes, of course. There was paint on the floor, so I thought it'd be a busy morning. And then I saw him, hanging there, like a baby mobile over a crib. Then I think I panicked. When I calmed down, I called the police and waited outside. Sorry, that's all I can say.
Don't worry. But if you remember anything else, let me know. Thanks, but I still don't get why he'd commit suicide.
なんだろう。
His wife died years ago. Maybe he never got over it.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe he did. That was a long time ago.
奥さんはいなくなってるっていうことだよね。お金の問題？
Maybe he simply had money issues.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be. The gym didn't really get that dirty lately.
う 娘さんとの関係
I
は
heard his relationship with his daughter wasn't ideal.
Oh, really? Poor man. I don't have kids, but that has to be really hard.
じゃあなんだろうな、ダンの死体を発見したときに他なんかある？
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I really can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
じゃあ、ボビー・ゲールの場所
Any
知ってる？
ideas where Bobby Yale could be?
How am I supposed to know? He's rarely there when I clean the gym. Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
あんまり知らないのか。じゃあ、なんだろう、ソーニャはどうですか？
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn?
I barely know her, but she looks like a smart girl, poor thing.
あんまり知らないと。ジェイクはどうですか？
What do you think about Jake Ostiambi?
Who? Who's that?
A big gorilla. Boxer, too. A friend of Joe Dunn's.
Oh, yeah. I barely know him. I don't like how he looks at me.
知らないですか？じゃあ、あとは、お仕事について。
Can I ask you about your job?
Which one?
ジムのお仕事。
How long have you worked at the gym?
It's been, what, 4 or 5 years? Although, I don't think I'll be able to set foot in there again.
This must be really hard for you. I'm sorry.
他はダイナーの仕事は？
Tell me about your work here in the diner.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love it. My boss.
Oh, glad to hear that.
他では働いてんの？
Other than the diner and the gym, you don't work anywhere else, right?
I wouldn't have the time, although I'm not sure I want to continue working at the gym.
こっちを選んで
It might be best to stay away from the gym, at least for a while, for your own well-being. In due time, things might change.
Joey used to say the same thing. Maybe. I don't know. Thanks.
はい。で、遺体について何かっていうのはね、さっきもなんかわからんって話だったので、もう一回ちょっと See you。
Sorry. I think that's it for now. See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye bye.
変な読みなをしてたね。一回ちょっともう一回ノートを見直してみましょうか。あ、なんか増えてるね。で、コルバート。この人がね、もともと浮気調査をしていた人です。で、このオレイリーかなっていう人となんかね、やってる影の黒幕っぽい感じですよね。で、ジェイク。これがブラックサートの古い友人ですね。で、そう、この人がね、四つ葉のマークのバッジを持っていたから、オレイリーと何かやってんじゃないのかっていう話ですね。ナターリアのボディーガードっていうのもメモでね、加わってますね。はい。次が、はい、この人ですね。探しているボビー・イエールですね。 花のねエクスパンダーの話っていうのも書いてありますね。でダンが死んだ時に、捨てられたみたいな話ですね。でこれがダンの対戦相手ってことか。この人もまたなんか関わってくるんですかね。はい。でダンの、ソーニャダンのジョーダンの娘ですね。これは変わらんな。でジョーダンのところがなんかすごい増えてるね。でホームレスのおじいさんに聞いた話が書かれているのかな。っていうことですね。4人同一人物もいるかもしれないけれどもっていうことですね。で今お話を聞いたメアリーですね。これはあまり誰のこともよく知らないって感じですね。で、ウィークリーが追加されています。ニュースですね。ニュースを取る人ですね。で、このオレイリーって人ですね。これが何なんかようわからんけれども、ね、何なんでしょうね、この人がね。また多分もっといろいろ出てくるんでしょうけれども、はい。っていう感じですね、ノートは。今のところ、こんなもんか。じゃあどうしようかな。こっちは多分もう何もない感じだし、もう一回じゃあジブに戻ってみようか。いや、まだ全然断片的な情報ばっかりで、果たしてね、どこら辺がどうつながっていくのかまでちょっとよくわかんない感じですね。相変わらずのローディングの長さですが、地の方に戻ってまいりました。じゃあちょっと、中もうちょっと見ていけるのかな。なんか見てないところってあるっけ？一通り見た気はするけど、相変わらずやってるのになんか喋れるのかな。
Okay, Jake.
I told you.
Desmond O'Leary.
Huh?
I know you work for him.
Now you're just making stuff up. Why would you say that?
O'Leary's men told me a while ago.
Okay, let's say you're right. So what? What are you gonna do, huh?
I could tell your friend Sonia. Does she know?
Don't you dare. All right. You win, pussycat. Business isn't going that well lately. Natalia was my last well-paying job. And it's been a while. Then O'Leary shows up and offers me a bodyguard contract. What was I supposed to do?
なんだろう。 I get...
Yeah, I understand.
Seriously, you don't seem like the type to accept, shady offers.
I've done things like that, and worse, that I'm not proud of them. This very morning, for example.
Hey, O'Leary might run an illegal gambling operation, but it's not like he's killing people or conning widows. And I'm just a bodyguard. I make sure no one gets hurt. What I do, including my contract and paycheck, is 100% legal. How bad can that be?
O'Leary pays you with dirty money, and you're part of a criminal organization. There's no two ways about it. But that's not what bothers me. I'm starting to think you played a role in Joe Dunn's death.
Who? Me? Come on, John!
Then why are you lying?
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it now. I was here the day Dunn died.
Go on.
I had to take care of some business for O'Leary. He makes me wear the shamrock when I work for him. As you know, I left the damn thing in my locker.
Say no more. You came in the back door.
How did you... Yeah, that's it. Joe had mentioned he'd been painting that afternoon, but I forgot. I stopped in my tracks when I saw him screaming bloody murder at Bobby Yale at the top of the scaffold.
Did this happen often?
Not in the last few years. Apparently, Bobby wanted to do something. Something that horrified Joe. So, Joe threatened to call off the fight against Stone and kick him out of the gym for good. I didn't want them to see me, so I left.
Jake, why didn't you tell me?
I thought you'd be pissed off.
Well, you were wrong.
I'm sorry, John. I should have said something.
You should have. Let's just say you owe me one, all right?
You sure drive a hard bargain, John. All right.
Time to go. I need to think about everything you just told me.
どうやらオレイリーのボディーガードとして雇われたみたいなことを言っていたね。でもまあなんか詳しいことはジェイクはなんか知らされてないというかね、本当ボディーガードしてただけみたいな感じなんですかね。さあ、娘さんとなんかお話できるかな？
Miss Dunn, can I run a couple of questions by you?
If they'll help you find Yale, go ahead.
とりあえずキャットセンスを使ってみましょうかね。耳と目
Big, bright eyes. Looks well rested. Either she didn't mourn her father, or she really knows how to work that makeup. Nice and steady heartbeat. What the?
What's wrong?
Someone's taking pictures from the rooftop.
Are you sure?
I'll go take a look.
あ、誰かが上でスパイしてるのか。なんか覗いてる人がいた？
Now, who's that rope for,
あ、
Miss
誰かってウィークリーじゃん。
Weekly.
何やってんの？ああ、危ねえ。大丈夫？
What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, look! Isn't that Cassidy?
Don't change the subject, you sad
Why
little...
don't we settle this over ice cream, huh, John? Just like in the good old days.
How did you get up here? I don't want anyone to see you.
向こうから渡ってきたのか。なんかウィークリーは結構相変わらずな感じですね。なんかヘラヘラしてる感じがね。まあこうやってね 3D になるのとバンドデシネのイラストのねタッチとはまたちょっと違うけれども、まあね、このブラックサットシリーズの和ませ役ですよね。
Everyone, even the most hapless of creatures, has a gift. Something that makes them special, that makes them worth knowing. Foul-smelling Weekly is no exception. No matter what he does, it's impossible to stay mad at him for too long.
This bourbon shake is delicious. Want a taste?
You know I don't like milk.
Your loss. So, Joe Dunn hangs himself and leaves his gym to his daughter, which makes her the first woman to run a boxing gym, I think.
ダンは多分自殺したんじ
I
ゃな
don't
い
think Dunn killed himself.
What? Do you have a suspect? Any leads?
No, it's just a hunch. Although...
まあ誰か
I haven't identified the murderer just yet. But trust me, I will.
Of course. And now that I've got your back, what could possibly go wrong?
Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just a hunch. I wouldn't bet my life on it. I've got other suspects, like O'Leary, bookmaker.
Desmond O'Leary? The same O'Leary who used to date Helen Moore? America's sweetheart? Now that's a woman.
誰これ
And then there's the walrus. Who was that guy?
Come on. You've never heard of Frank Cassidy? The president of the Boxing Managers Association?
Who's also Stone's agent, Bobby Yale's rival.
Hey, he might have a motive, right? He might know something about Dunn's death, right?
I decided to ask Weekly to investigate Cassidy. My reasons? Weekly had already proven to be nosy. The further I kept him from the gym, the better. Plus, any information found on Cassidy could be useful. You never know. But with Weekly, you just never know what the best approach might be. Should I give him an order, or a subtle suggestion?
まあダイレクトに
Well, since you think Cassidy is a suspect, see what you can find.
Okay, but you'll have to do me a favor. Tell Sonia Dunn that a legendary journalist from What's News wants an interview.
Weekly, please.
Well, if not, bye-bye, Cassidy.
そうにゃ
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Great. That's settled then.
なんかまだ新しいキャラクターがすごいいっぱい出てきたね。なんか2人ぐらいなんか新しい人たちがウィークリーから情報をもらったっていう感じですね。なんか冗談のライバルがどうたらこうたらみたいなこと言ってたね。あの人たちがどう関わってくるのか。いやー、ちょっとね、心配ですね。
So, was there really someone on the roof?
私の友達
There was, but it was just a friend of mine.
Oh, so now your friends are spying on me.
Look, I had nothing to do with it. I even got him to stop.
Sure you did.
さて、なんかいろいろ調べられるの？まあ、聞いていけるっていうことですね。じゃあお父さんの関係？
Did you and your father get along?
Let's just say our relationship got better when I left for Sunny University. An 8-hour drive from here.
Meaning?
I'll lay it out for you, Mr. Blacksad. My father, Joe Dunn, disappeared the day my mother died. He became a shell of himself. Joe Dunn, my legal guardian. A man who gave me food, shelter, clothing, and an education. And that's more than you need to know.
なんかあれか、実の親子ではないのか。ね、その書類なんですか？
What's in those papers you're going through?
Red tape.
Great. If you find something, please let me know.
I thought you were the detective. You do your job, and I'll do mine.
で、ではジェイクについて聞いてみましょうか。
What can you tell me about Jake?
I thought you were friends. Guess I was wrong. He and my father were friends, so don't go down that road.
ボビー・イエール？
Did you get along with Bobby Yale? Okay. Forget it.
I wouldn't give a damn about him if it weren't for this stupid Jim his stupid fight is supposed to save. Happy?
めっちゃイライラさせてしまったね。ではキャシディ、なんか言ってたね。ウィーク
I
リー
saw you arguing with a guy named Cassidy. What did he want?
Remember the fight that needs to take place in order to save this Jim?
Well, Cassidy manages Yale's rival, Stone, the reigning champion.
If Bobby doesn't show up, he'll lose money. Maybe not a lot, but enough to care.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
なるほどね。ボビー・イエールの対戦相手のマネージャーだってことか。
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
もうちょっとなんか喋れない感じかな。もう一つなんか見れるのがある？何ですかそれは？名刺かな？名刺って。
Dunn kept files on the gym's staff and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
なんか新しい手がかりということで、他なんかないのかな？お、なんか金庫じゃないですか。
I'd like to take a look inside that safe now. Could you give me the combination?
I'd love to help you, but my mother's birthday used to be the combination, but I already tried it.
パスワードがわかんない感じかな。
Seemed like a happy family.
ね、いい写真だね。さて、ほんじゃあ、どこ行ったらいいんだろう。もうここで調べられるのは以上かな。多分何も喋ってくれない。
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
なんか出てた外に。あ、そっから
Dunn's
外見る
room
んだ。
had quite a view.
からめっちゃよく見える。別に、何があるというわけでもないのかな。さあどうしようかね。なんかいろいろ増えたけど、情報はなんかいろいろあったけど、さて、シュニ君もさっき話を聞いたから、特に何もないよね。あ、なんかでも増えてるね。冗談のボビーエールの試合の話とか。
Do you remember anything else about Joe Dunn and Bobby Yale's argument?
No, not really, no. Only Joe yelling. If you do, I'll call off the fight and kick you out of the gym.
冗談について。ジョー？この中の
Joe Dunn or Joey Dunn?
Huh? Nobody called him Joey. Well, maybe his wife. Although she didn't call him anything after she died.
え？奥さん？めっちゃこの真顔のジェイク怖いね。奥さんしか呼ばないって言ってたけど、でもミアリーそう呼んでたよね。でも死んだって言ってた奥さんってことなのかな。
Not all folks are as open-minded as Dunn. I happen to know who painted the lockers. Arthur Tucker.
I knew it. I knew it was him, that bastard. I'm gonna whip the white out of him.
ほー。奥さんなの？ちょっとじゃあもう一回ダイナーに行って聞いてみたりするのかな。聞いてみたらいいのかな。死んだことになっていたけれども、実はメアリーが奥さんで、清掃の仕事で雇っていたって感じなの？どういうことだろう。あとなんかね、対戦相手の話とかも出てきたから、これもまたどんどんねえ情報が増えていくのかな、これから。いやいや、結構ね、どういう風な関わりになっているのか、まだ全然想像がつかない感じですね。結構本編のね、バンドデスネの方もすごい一作品自体、一作品もね、コンパクトな50ページぐらいだけど、結構展開がね、いろんな情報が入って。
Hi, Mr. Blacksad.
はいはい。同じことしか聞けないのか。
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I really can't remember anything. I'm sorry.
なるほど、さすがにあれか。
Sorry. I think that's it for now. See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye bye.
ご本人にさすがにあれか、あなたは亡くなったと言われている冗談の奥さんですかという話は聞けないか。なんかあれだよね、ソーニャの後ろにあった金庫のパスワードが奥さんの誕生日とかなんちゃらっていう話がなんか 言ってなかったかな。でもしね、メアリーが奥さんであるのならば、メアリーの誕生日かなんかを入れたら金庫が開くみたいな、なんかそんな感じですかね。でももう一回ソーニャの後ろにあった金庫のところ行ってみましょうか。でも誕生日わからないから、あれか、それでソーニャの机の上にあったなんかね、カード類があったから、そこをもう一回見たらなんか出てくるかな。結構なんやろ、推理力が試されるというか。じゃあジムに戻ってきましたよ。結構行ったり来たりな感じですね、場所を。手がかりを一つ見つけては戻りみたいな。で、これですよ。ここにあんま関係ないかな。
Dunn kept files on the gym's staff and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
一応ソーニャにも話しとく。同じこと言われるかな。
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as
ま
I'm
あ
sure you
同じ
know.
感じだね。多分この後ろの金庫が開くんじゃないですか。お、なんか出てきたよ。あ、ソーニャの誕生日みたいに出てきたね。
Could you tell me your birthday?
Of course. March 6th.
And the year?
I'm 24, Mr. Blacksad. You do the math.
No luck.
あきません。どうなんだろう。もう一回。これできないのか。なんか手がかりが足りない感じかな。
Dunn kept files on the gym's staff and clients. Name, address, and date of birth.
なんですかね。この推理多分まだ手がかりが足りない感じだよね。あ、間違えた。ちょっと戻りましょうか。なんだろう、なんか見分けしてるものがあるのかな。あ、なんだこれ。こんなんあったっけ。
Thank you, Mr. Blacksad.
Does the postman always leave your mail on the floor?
I don't know. I...
ソーニャ宛ての手紙。
What's wrong?
It's my mother's wedding ring.
ほう。え、お母さんのウェディング？誰がそんな
Who had it?
I don't know. My father wore it on his pinky finger after she died.
Not always, apparently.
Will you find out why?
Sure, but there's something else I'm worried about. This might have something to do with the...
ダンの死と。
with your father's death.
Oh, Oh my, yes. It could be. Will you please give me a moment?
Of course.
誰があんなの置いたんでしょうね。お、なんか2個ぐらいひらめいたみたいですよ。何ひらめいたの？はい。あ、これなんか関係してる？手書き文字的なあれで。
Okay. Mary put the wedding ring in the envelope and wrote Sonia Dunn on it. But why did she have the ring in the first place?
So, なんかもう一個ひらめいたみたいですけど、何ひらめいたんでしょう。なんだろうな。メアリーが封筒にリングを入れた？そう、このね、名前の呼び方っていうのも気になるよね。これとこの名前の呼び方、
Were Mary Purnell and Joe Dunn an item?
もう一個ひらめいたみたいですね。結構ひらめくときはひらめくな。さて、なんだろう、屋上のやつもなんか関係あんのかな。そうか、金庫とこれじゃない。この一緒にいたいよっていうのとこれかな。あ、これで合ってたみたいだ。
What if Mary's birthday is the combination to the safe?
あ、なるほどね。これで、あ、なんかもう一個見つけたの？でも中入っちゃった。
Yes.
クエスチョン？
I need to ask you some questions.
Go on.
金庫開けたかったんだけどね。これ見たかったんじゃないの？これでメアリーの誕生日が分かれば。
And there it was, Mary's birthday, a week prior to that very day.
これで金庫が開くんじゃないの？何入ってるのか分からんけど。で、ユーズ・メアリーのバースデー。開いた。開きましたよ。なんだこりゃ。なんかのファイル。ビジネスインシュランスポリシー。 拳銃とかも置いてある。
I never would have taken gun for a gun owner.
で、上はテスタメント。
You open the safe?
Yeah, and I think you need to see this. Can you tell me what it says?
All right. I think this might be useful for the investigation, Mr. Detective. He left everything to me, except some boxing trophies and knickknacks that'll go to Bobby Yale.
Do you think Bobby Yale read it before he disappeared?
Maybe.
When was it signed?
It was written 4 years ago, just weeks after I moved to Buffalo.
Congratulations. You're one lucky lady.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
All right. Thanks.
他にもお金も入って、なんかそれは関係ないかな。
A few bucks. Just petty cash.
そんなもんか。あんまりもういい感じですかね。さあ、なんかすごいいっぱい要素出てきたね。なんかちょっとノート見てみようか。これはあんまり変わらないかな。フェイクもあんま変わらないかな。あ、間違えた。イメージも変わらんか。お母さんの指輪があってどうのこうのとかっていう話か。冗談のなんかめっちゃ増えるね。なんか契約の問題がうんぬんかんぬんっていう話になってるのかな、そのホビーエールとの。で、はいはい。これね、金庫は開けましたということですね。ビークリーは何かな。まああんまり関係ないかな。レイディもなんやろ、ヘレン・ムーアとかなんかちょっと追加されてるね。あ、この人がキャシディ。まあこれがイエールとのボビー・イエールの対戦相手のマネージャーっていうことか。あんまりあれだね。追加してっていう感じではなかったか。もうこの人とはちょっとお話はできないかな。できるかな。ジムのインシュランス。
I never asked about the gym's insurance.
That's exactly what I'm reading now. So far, it looks like your standard small business policy.
お母さんのリンゴの話してみようか。
I think I know who had your mother's ring.
You do?
メアリーだろうね。
Mary Purnell. I think she manipulated your father in order to marry him.
Thank you.
外しちゃった。
think about Mary, the cleaning lady?
Can't say. I barely know her. And I'm not one who's quick to judge other people.
Bakery.
You see, I've got this friend. He's a journalist, and, the thing is, well...
インタビューしたいって。
he would like to interview you.
Why?
A woman running a boxing gym? That's quite the story.
And how did this friend of yours find out, exactly?
Well, I might have said something.
I don't even want to hear you. I just hope you prove your professional worth before the day is over.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
こんな感じですかね。さてじゃあこれでどうしたらいいんだろう。チークはなんか喋れるのかな。冗談。金庫にね、銃が入ってました。
Did you know Joe Dunn had a gun in his safe?
No way, man. He hated firearms. Although... When Bobby Yale was a teenager, he went through a crazy phase. Even dropped out of the gym and joined the gang. Nothing serious. Early one morning, he broke in the gym. Joe was already here and caught him red-handed. Bobby pointed the gun at Dunn and ordered him to open the safe. So, Joe opened it and asked Bobby to put the gun aside, leave the gang, and start boxing again. I got here 5 minutes later and found Bobby crying like a baby in Joe's arms. Then he just stood up and put on his gloves.
ボビー・イエールがまあちょっと荒くれ者というかギャングとなんかなってて、その拳銃がっていうこと？これ電話もかけれるか？なんかウィークリーに電話とかできんのかな？スミルノフにしか電話ができない。まあでもスミルノフにちょっと電話してみるか。
Smirnoff, you're gonna like what I have to tell you about the Dunn case.
何について聞こうかな。ダンと清掃婦が結婚していた。
Dunn and the gym's cleaning lady were about to get married.
Great. Call What's News. They'll know what to do with such an incredibly interesting piece of information.
The combination on Dunn's safe was her birthday. He even gave her a ring. You know, your typical suicidal bliss.
Okay, I'm still not convinced, but I might have something for you.
なんかローディング始まりましたね。なんかスミルノフさんなんかあるんですかね。ジョーダンとメアリーが結婚していたかもしれないという話ですね。ローディングが長い。なんだこれ。ピンクボックスはアウトボーダー。
Life is off and off key, like a bad song. The notes come together but feel flat, unable to create anything resembling music.
おお、スミルノさん。
And yet, there are ways to string them together to create harmony. Ways that are not always entirely in our hands.
You look tired, John.
I was born tired. I'm used to it.
You're not the only one. Yep, I'm beat. I'm starving. Just got back from the annual police medical. Not only did I have to fast, but I also had to chug 2 enormous glasses of water. John, you all right?
I've had better days, and I'll have them again, I hope.
We both deserve to. The thing is, I'd love to help you out with this case, but I can't. You know I work for the state of New York. If I had any information, I couldn't share it with a private eye. Even if it was lying on top of this table.
You drank 2 huge glasses of water. How are your kidneys coping with that?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should go to the... If you'll excuse me.
席を立った瞬間になんか資料を持ってきてくれたやつを見る感じですね。なんだこれ。ああ、これはあれですね。死亡した時の死体の記録みたいな感じですね。背の高さとか色を書いてますね。
Interesting.
ここに4つのマーク。あ、戻ってきた。
Now I feel even thinner. So do my kidneys.
Thanks.
Truth is, John, it all seemed clear to me before, but now... Please, promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I'll try, but sometimes there's no alternative.
All right. In any case, keep me posted, will you?
Friend, you can count on it.
Take care, John.
As always, Smirnov had given me new, potentially relevant information. Not to mention second thoughts. When an old dog like him gets that serious, one must be prepared to bite.
Saなんかまた手がかりが推理タイムですね。その2つもなんかあるかな。なんでしょう。ああ、このね、背の高さと 殺到した時に結構背が低いと届かない。これじゃないのか。やっぱりダンは殺されたんだというふうに確信を持ったって感じですね。さあ、またなんかピラリンと音が鳴りましたね。結構なんかだいぶね、点と点が結ばれていくっていう感じですかね。まあでも殺されたとしてもなんで殺されたのかはちょっとよくわかんないけど、お、ちょっと待ってくれ。またなんか
I'm much taller than Dunn, and I can barely reach the noose.
届かない。
There's no way Dunn hanged himself. Not on his own, at least. I don't know why. Something just doesn't add up.
他にもなんかね、いろいろ手がかりで何かどれかとどれかが結びつくはず。届かないみたいな話かな。なんだろう。これとこれかな。違うのか。これは絶対何かと関係しそうだけど、これとじゃあこっちかな。あ、もう一個。これ違う。これとどれ？何やろう。エクスパンダー関係する？もしかしてこれ？おー、入った。マジか。
Bobby, I don't know if you had a motive to kill Dunn, but you certainly had the murder weapon.
ボビー・エールが殺したってことなのかね。これと、まあ、それだったらこれかな。
Christ. Did Yale kill Dunn just because he wanted to call off the fight?
エクスパンダーで締め殺して、なんかだいぶちょっと物語の核心に近づいてきた。
I always knew Bobby had issues. But I never thought he'd go that far.
なんやろ。
Everything seems to point in that direction. I'm certain of it.
But he could have been framed, couldn't he? In any case, that doesn't change a thing.
It does, actually. Now we know he didn't kill himself.
My father's still dead, and you still haven't found Bobby Yale. Nothing has changed. Opening the safe and finding my father's will won't help us achieve anything. So please hurry. Time's wasting.
だいぶ少ないけど、缶の話かな？違うのか。缶と死体のこれでもない。4つしかないからね。もうなんか総当たりしても良さそうな。
All right. Dunn punched a paint can, but why? Wasn't he calm and composed? Did this happen often?
Not in the last few years. Apparently, Bobby wanted to do something. Something that horrified Joe. So, Joe threatened to call off the fight against Stone and kick him out of the gym for good.
I once shredded a bag like that, just out of pure rage.
ってことになったんだったら、なんかそれこそあれじゃない？スメルノフさんとかにお電話とかできないの？お電話タイムはもうできない感じか。じゃあ次どこ行ったらいいんだろう。ナオトもう一回開けてみる？なんかだいぶね分かってきたけど、これどうしたらいいんだろうね。ストリートギャングだった、2年前は。で、冗談はね、このぐらいだよね。 殺されたんだっていうことが分かった。お、やばいぞ。これ次どうしたらいいんだろう。なんかおじいちゃんなんか喋れるかな。起きてるかな。目覚ましたかな。でもおじいちゃんにもう聞くことないか、このホームレスの。あ、もう完全に寝てる感じやもんね。ここはじゃあもう見ることはない。あ、これが分かった時点でもう一回メアリーに気になることは他になんか気になることはないみたいなのを聞いたらいいのかな。ボビー・イエールが殺したかもしれない。自殺ではなかったっていうのが、今の推理でね分かってきたので、その情報をもとにメアリーに話を聞くと、なんかもしかしたら新しい情報がね思い出すかもしれないかな。これでもオレイリーとか全然関係ないっていうか、なんか話出てこないんだけど、なんやろ、どう関係してるんやろうな。ボビー・イエールは実はオレイリーのところに囲まわれてるとか、なんかそんな関係があるとかなんやろうか。なかなかわからんね。まだなんか真相はよくわからない。ちょっとダメ元でもう一回話を聞きに行きましょうかね。なんか教えてくれる？
I know you're hiding something.
What?
これかな？
You know what? You're the only woman who ever called Dunn Joey, except his late wife.
My goodness. I can't talk here. My shift is over in 10 minutes. Can you wait a while?
Can I get a refill over here, Mary?
Coming right up.
さあ、なんや、告白タイムか？何を話してくれるんやろうか。そしてそれをどんだけ私は理解できるだろうか。ドキドキとしながら、何かこうメアリーがね、真相に近づくことを話してくれるんでしょうかね。やっぱり関係はあるんだよね。冗談との関係っていうのをね、教えてくれる感じですかね。さあ、ローリングゴリゴリしてますけれども、そろそろかな。お、なんか時計めっちゃ見てるね。
Mary Purnell, the angel Joe Dunn found in his golden years.
We'd been seeing each other for almost 2 years. It all started with, well, weekdays I start cleaning the gym at dawn, before my shift at the diner. Joey always came in early, just a little after I got there. He used to say it was the best time for the worst task of the day.
Oh, I know exactly what he meant. Did he help you clean?
No, poor Joey. I would never have allowed that. He did more than enough. would even clean on my days off. Paperwork. He just hated it. But that was just him. Instead of putting off the things he couldn't stand, he did them as soon as possible. One morning, he saw me crying. I was having a rough day and...
He tried to make you smile.
He pointed at the coffee machine. You need a cup of joe and some fresh air. That was the first of many cups on the rooftop.
Which is where you seduced him.
I'm a decent woman, Mr. Blacksad. You might be too young to understand this, but real love has little to do with seduction. One day, we realized those rooftop coffees were the best part of our day, so we began to spend more time together.
But you never told anyone. Why did you keep it secret?
For Sonia's sake. She and Joey drifted apart after her mother's death. He was afraid that our relationship would only make matters worse. Until one day, on the rooftop, we realized just how serious our relationship was, and we decided to turn those moments into a lifetime.
So he asked you to marry him?
Yes, of course. He gave me the wedding ring, and we decided to tell the world. He said he needed to share that happiness with his little girl. Turns out, he wasn't that happy after all.
What about Yale? Wasn't he like a son to him?
Maybe you already noticed I have a slight cold. I really should be heading home.
Maybe you should cover your neck.
I lost my scarf a while back, not sure where. And now, if you'll excuse me, that's my bus stop. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Blacksad.
Sonia's indifference never ceased to amaze me. But most importantly, why was she suddenly defending Yale?
John Blacksad? I think I owe you an apology.
Do I know you? I don't seem to remember your face.
Well, maybe you remember my boys. I'm so sorry they wrinkled your suit. The thing is, they didn't know we shared a common goal. Bobby Yale. I want to find him and get to the bottom of this as much as you do, Mr. Blacksad. So please, kindly accept my invitation. Why not share our findings? Come on.
絶対嫌な予感しかしない。行きたくねえな。
I'm afraid I have to say no. I can't ride in a fancy car with a wrinkled suit.
Oh, I don't see why not. In any case, if those little wrinkles make you uncomfortable. I always play it nice and safe.
やべえな、こんな街中でめっちゃ物騒やな。乗り込むしかないよね。どこ連れてかれんのこれ。ちょっとなんかこの物騒な展開になってきたで。でもやっぱボビー・エールの居所はなんか多分ね掴んでるのかな、この人はね。 ちょっとどういう関係かはまだよくわからん。いやー、なんかまた痛めつけられそうやな、ブラックサットさん。大丈夫かな。
Thank you, Blacksad. You won't regret this. So let's cut to the chase. I need Bobby Yale to fight Stone. There's just too much money at stake. So, I'm offering you my help to find Yale. Let's work together.
What kind of help do you need?
A simple exchange of information. You're a good detective, and I, well, let's just say I have my own ways of making people talk.
嫌だな。
I think I'll have to pass this time.
Why? What? Do my own ways scare you? Please, hear me out. Let's say I bet a beer that we find Yale in 3 days, and you bet a beer that we don't. In 3 days, one of us has to buy the other a beer. Is that so bad? We're simply two grown men using our money and free will to conduct a small private exchange. And most importantly, we're not hurting anyone. So, yeah, I run a gambling business. What's so bad about that?
It's immoral for starters.
Immoral? I'll tell you what's immoral. The way our government is ruining America. We live in a so-called free country, a place where honest people can make a living, provided they don't hurt anybody. We're not communists. Well, at least I'm not.
I would have never thought otherwise. As for me, with all due respect, it's none of your business.
Ooh, all right. Never mind then. In any case, that's not my point. The government betrays our nation's values by passing communist laws that forbid an honest man like me to make a living without hurting a soul. And that, Mr. Blacksad, is just wrong. I'd even say it's unconstitutional. Do you get my point now?
わからないね。なんやろう。
Well, gambling is illegal.
Oh boy. Did you hear anything I just said? Anyway, when the government passes these laws, there's only one legitimate weapon the people can wield. The same weapon that turned America into a great nation. Civil disobedience. So, as the proud American that I am, it's my duty to disobey.
You're bending the truth to justify organized crime.
Oh no. It might have been organized crime, but not anymore. I wasn't always a boss, you know. No, sir. I started at the bottom, when Lucky Blitzen ran the show. Good for nothing. His was a reign of tipping. When I took over, I decided I'd make people want to do my bidding. Not out of fear, but out of gratitude. I decided to help people so they would help me.
That beating your thugs gave me was really helpful. Thank you so much.
Those poor bastards didn't even know you were a detective, that you were on our side.
Maybe at first. But when they tied me up and beat the socks off me, they knew very well who I was.
Seriously? That goes against my rules. Who was it?
Yeah, the two of them.
Bastards. But don't you worry. I'll have a talk with those two. I cannot tolerate this behavior. Please accept my apologies, Mr. Blacksad. You see, a lot of people work for me. Many families depend on my business. Not only that, St. Christopher's Hospice practically lives on my donations. The widows of my late employees are set for life. Their kids get free schooling. The cops leave me alone because they know my business doesn't hurt anyone. On the contrary. And, it looks like we're here.
なんかめっちゃ喋ってましたね。 めっちゃ喋ってたけどなんかよくわからんかったよ。どういうこと？まさかでもオレイリーが直接やってくるとは思わんかったけど。
Yale's apartment?
I told you I'm on your side. Go ahead, search the place. I'll wait down here. When you're done, maybe you'll change your mind and share your findings with me. Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll make sure you're suitably compensated. Colbert! Wilson!
良くない感じ？良くないエンドに行く感じ？これあれだよね、ボビー・イエールのアパート。で、ここのまあなんかいろいろ探索ができる感じかな。ピザですかね。食べかけのピザ。
The worst thing about O'Leary's boys dropping by isn't the beating, but the fact that I can't tell what's theirs and what's Yale's. Doesn't seem like the best food for a boxer. Then again, it could be your classic bookie thug lunch. Hmm.
わからんけど、この音楽いいね。この音楽なんかすごいいい感じだね。本がいっぱい。これは収集アイテムですね。で、これは何でしょ
う？17th century French fables. Mayor must be one boring old lady. エンター大丈夫？なんか見れる。 Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
すごい水回り系？これもうこっち側は何もない感じですかね。またね、収集アイテムですね。結構な数多分ね、収集アイテムあるんだよね。ここはこんなもん？で、なんかめちゃくちゃない。アイテムですね。ポスター見れるんかと思いきや別にポスターは見せてくれないかな。でもイエールとストーンの今度やるっていう試合のポスターやってんね。こっち側は冷蔵庫開ける？
I'm not sure how Yale's love of pickles will help me crack the case, but it's good to know. 他は別にそこは何かな？ A woman's fragrance, almost angelical. マリーのスカーフがある？どういうこと？関係があるんだ。ボビー・イエールとメアリーもなんか関係がある。
あ、そうそうそうそう。これなんか首元がなんちゃらみたいなことね、なんか言ってたからね。お、もう一個？何これ？これもしかして。ボビー・エールとメアリーもなんか関係あるの？
She's been here recently, but why? What does Sweet Mary have to do with Yale, the murder suspect?
Oh. なんとボビー・ゲールだけじゃなくてメアリーも一緒に共犯だった。おお、何これ？ホワイトボクサー。
Nice chain.
おお、ナイスチェーン。ほいほい。そのくらい
So, you like your mob stories, don't you, Bobby?
結構本読むのが好きなんですかね。
Seems like Bobby inherited something more than boxing skills from his father, besides the tendency to vanish into thin air, of course.
これ絵も描いてるってこと？なんだろうこれ。あ、これは収集アイテムですね。すごいね、なんかこの絵すごいな。あ、なんか下にもも収集ですね。この絵すごいよね。他は特になさそうですかね。こんなもんかな。そこもタンスも開けられる感じ。
Why would you want such a big closet for so few clothes? Unless someone emptied it recently.
誰か外が見てるかな。出ていっちゃうことになるのか。お、なんだこれ。また本だ。
Copy 1 of 3. Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet?
Oh.
Didn't he disappear 20 years ago?
そっかそっか、お父さんなんやね。この後ろのポスターのやつもお父さんということですね。じゃあこれで一応全部見たかな。なるほど。そっかそっかそっか。こっちから出たら俺に捕まっちゃうから、こっそりこっから出ていきましょうっていうことだね。じゃあこっから出ていきましょうか。
With people like O'Leary, you just never know. I didn't want to put Mary at risk. Why not take her a little something instead?
なるほどね。じゃあこれでもう一回メアリーのところに行くのかな。いやー、なんかどんどんちょっと展開していってびっくりだわ。この展開の速さはちょっとバンドデシネの版の方もと似たような、このね急展開の嵐。いやー、どうなっていくんでしょう。
I've never trusted angels.
Mr. Blacksad? What a...
Surprise?
マフラーを持ってきてたんやね。
When they fall, they turn into demons.
Joey told me he was going to spend the afternoon painting the gym and that Bobby would be fixing something up on the roof. So, after I found the body and called the police, I went to Bobby's place, but he wasn't there.
なんで隠してたの?
So you knew that Yale was with Dunn when he died, and yet you told no one.
I guess I just forgot. Everything is so confusing. I'm sorry, Mr. Blacksad.
Don't be. I'm here to figure it all out.
ボビー・イエールとの関係は?
What's your relationship with Bobby Yale?
He was like a son to Joey, and we were about to get married, so, you know.
Okay, I think it's time to set things straight. I think you and Bobby Yale conspired to kill Dunn.
No! How can you even think of something like that?
How can you convince me otherwise? I found a picture at Yale's apartment. It's you and him on a roller coaster. Care to explain, Miss Purnell?
I'm not white, Mr. Blacksad.
What?
7 of my great-grandparents were white. The 8th was black. According to law, I'm a black citizen, even if my skin says the contrary. Do you know what that means when you're born in North Arlington, Alabama?
Segregated healthcare, with far worse conditions for colored people.
We even have different water fountains, for God's sake. The separate but equal doctrine and all that.
That garbage.
And all the lies. That's why I moved here. No one knows what color my great-grandparents were.
I'm black too, and I don't hide it.
Well, at least you're a man.
In any case, what's that have to do with Bobby Yale?
He's my nephew, Mr. Blacksad. Joe and I first started taking care of poor Bobby when my sister died. That was when he was almost 15. The 3 of us went on that trip to Luna Park.
So this is where Joe Dunn comes in.
Bobby was the only one who knew about me and Joey. We were afraid that someone would use my past to ruin his career.
It's not the first time I hear that story. You should have told me this sooner.
I've been hiding it all my life. I'm sorry.
まあ、キャットなんかようわからんかったけど、どこを指してるのかしら。で、耳と匂いがなんかあるみたいですね。どこかな。これテレビですかね。
TV and radio all in one. Where will these mad times lead us?
で、他は何ですかね。
Mary smells like... Actually, the whole room smells like a pie fresh out of the oven. So I can't identify any other fragrances.
あともう一個なんだろうな、どこだろうな。こう難しいね、なんか微妙な、そこら辺のはずなんだけど。
Fresh out of the oven. The whole room smells like pie.
っていう感じですかね。で、他に、何の話を聞きましょうかね。なんかちょっと心を和ませるためにパイのいい匂いしますねみたいなこと言いましょう
That
か。
cherry pie smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry.
Thanks. I pulled it out of the oven right before you arrived. Oh, where are my manners? I'm the worst hostess in the world. Let me go get a knife from the kitchen.
パイ食べさせてくれるの？
And you must be thirsty. Let me see. OJ? Coffee?
コーヒーください。
I'll take some coffee, thanks.
あ、まだカードですね。で、
She's wearing the same clothes in both pictures, so she's probably telling the truth.
扉にもなんかある？お、時間切れになってしまった。おー、パイを食べる時間です。めっちゃ食べてる。美味しそうだな。めっちゃ食べてる。黙々とパイを食うブラックサッド。なんか喋んないの？まあまあ、とりあえず調べときましょうか。またなんか匂いセンサーがすごい反応してますね。どこだろう。
Now that there's almost no pie left, the scent has also disappeared.
ペロリと食べちゃったからね、パイ。
Interesting. Now Mary smells like a huge dog.
え？犬の匂いが。
Mary, when are you going to stop lying? I know your nephew's here. I can smell him.
What? No. I already told you I don't know where he is.
Look, I understand why you're protecting him, but it's in his best interest to end this hide and seek.
You can search the whole house if you want. Go ahead. He's not here.
なるほど。隠れているのかな？なん か守ってあげます。
Look, if he's making you do this, just tell me. I'll protect you.
Bobby would never do that.
どこにいた？
If he's not here right now, he must have left shortly before I got here. Where did he go?
Shortly before you got here? I wish.
なるほど、もうキャット先生調べると。どこですかね。
Wait a minute. She's not the one who smells like that. That's where Bobby Yale's scent is coming from.
この中に隠れてる？
So, that's why you were sitting there.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Could you step aside so I can check, please?
Please go.
おお、
Mary, for Christ's sake,
ダメ
put
です
that
よ。
knife
ダメ
down,
ですよ、
would
お
you?
Leave Laura.
落ち着いて。
Mary, please, calm down. I don't want to hurt you.
あっと、隠れてた。ボビーさんには勝てないっしょ。やめて。あ、いたたたたたたた。で、何を探す？ああ、やめてと。おいしょ、ちょっと待って。で、もう一回、これじゃないの？あ、いや、間違えた。あ、間違えた。間違えた。あ、違う。やめて。あ、間違えた。だいぶ殴られてるよ。こっち。だいぶ慣れてる。これどんだけやらなきゃいけないの？私間違ってんのかな？なんかキャット先生何かを探さなきゃいけないのかな？あー、こういうことか。あ、間違えた。チェックポイントのやつをなんか探さなきゃいけないんだね、これ。それが見つかるまで何度も繰り返される。ちょっと待って。これめっちゃブルブルしてるんやけど、なかなか反応してくれないんですよ。ここでしょ？ここじゃないの？どこ？何を見つけるって言われてるのこれ。あ、間違えた。ごめんね、何回もやってるけど、マジでこれ何？ここでしょ？ここじゃないの？こっち？まだ無理？ 早いんですけどこれ。もう勘弁してよ。いやこれちょっと全然ね時間足りない。勘弁してくれよ。そこでしょ。違うね。あ、ようやく。あ、ちょっと待って。間に合わなかった今の。うっそー。勘弁してよ。せっかくなんか見つかったのに。ちょっと、いや、ほんとね、いや、さっきせっかくさ、出たのにさ。いやー。これさ、間に合わないくない？本当に間に合わないんですけど。ちょっとゲームのシビアすぎない？嘘。ちょっとこれ何回目よ。そこでしょ。はい。はい、いた。最悪や。何が見つかったん？こう。これで、応用するってことか。間違えた。
Call an ambulance. Do as I say. Go on, call an ambulance. Do it now. In the face of a heart attack, there's two things you can't forget.
何？どこ？全然なんか反応がないんやけど。
1. Stay calm. 2. 1 chest compression per second.
人工
1 Mississippi.
ごめん。
2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi. 6 Mississippi. 7 Mississippi. 8 Mississippi.
でも生き返ってよかった。
Oh, Bobby! Thank you,
なんかトロフィーが解禁されたね。生き返らせたらトロフィーが解禁なのか。
Bobby!
でもよかった。
Thank you!
なかなかちょっとシビアですよ、これ。ボタンを押すあれが。
I had lots of reasons to consider this a great day. I had investigated a suicide case. I had discovered that, in truth, we were dealing with a murder. I had found and captured the prime suspect.
これで
And I had saved a life.
なんやろ、とりあえず事件解決みたいな感じになってんのかな。ボビー・エールが見つかって、彼がね、ジョーダンを殺したっていうことで
everything in me screamed that something was going wrong.
捕まったってこと？
terribly wrong.
ほう。これでとりあえず一つのエンディングって感じなのかな。なんかいまいちよくわからなかったね。ミアリーもその白人じゃなくてちょびっとだけ黒人の血が混じってて、それを隠してるみたいな話も出てきてたけど、その人種のねお話とかはよくわかんない。
Promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I want a gun.
What the hell?
Bang, bang, bang.
A fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualties. I hate detectives.
Bang, bang, bang.
You're dead to me, cat.
That you, Smirnoff?
You seem agitated. Nightmare?
Oh well.
Anyway, why don't you go home? In his current condition, Yale's not going anywhere. Besides, we'll take it from here.
Thanks. I think I need to get some sleep.
Yep, that much is clear. As for what happened yesterday, I asked you not to get involved, or at least give me a heads up.
I didn't make any promises.
Well, then I can't promise I'll give you any more information. Anyway, what's done is done.
これはいいね。スミルノフさんとのこう掛け合いみたいなのが。
When exactly did you realize that he killed Dunn? Out of sheer curiosity, I'm a cop after all.
Well, it's pretty telltale when a suspect tries to kill you.
How about the motive? Any ideas?
I've got several theories, but that's about it.
In any case, hopefully Yale will tell us more.
Would you let me ask him some questions when he wakes up?
I know you will, with or without my permission, so I'd rather not feel betrayed. In exchange, drop by the station when you can. Your investigation could really help my men. Who, by the way, must be waiting for me to interrogate Mary Purnell. Boy, she was hard to pry from Yale's side.
She's been through a lot in the past days. Be nice to her.
Of course. In spite of it all, we're not just vigilantes. And as for you, go get some rest. God knows you need it.
I will. Thanks for the advice.
Tell the nurses to look at that face of yours. You look like a film detective in his last scene.
I'm afraid this film isn't over yet.
For your sake, I hope you're wrong. You're in charge now, officer.
Okay.
I'll send you relief in 6 hours. Understood?
Doctor.
Who are... Oh, detective. Congratulations. You fared pretty well against that kid. Better than most would have. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Let's just say I got lucky.
ほう、なんだ？この先生じゃなくて他のところで見るべきものがある感じなのかな。そうですか。パルマーさん。
We, as a society, simply don't trust reptiles. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded. How's Yale? Is he awake?
Oh, yeah. Go check on him before he falls asleep again. Although, try not to bother him with too many questions.
What's his current condition?
It's too soon to tell. He did have a heart attack after all.
So, いや、終わりかと思いきやまだまだ続く感じですかね。
Go away. I don't want to see you. The doctor told me to sleep.
I rarely get to interrogate a suspect with his guard down in a place as quiet as this. Getting the chance to study his body language with no distractions is a rare gift.
もうちょっとキャットセンサー使いまくりよな。
His heart rate is increasing. It could mean that he's lying, but it could also just be pure, unadulterated rage. He's clenching his fist, a sign of contained anger. He's looking straight at me. If he couldn't hold my stare, I'd think he's lying. But that's not the case. Clenched fist, fast heart rate, fixed stare. He feels some genuine rage towards me. I'm sorry you don't want to see me, but... I'm afraid you'll just have to put up with me.
For now. Luckily, I just got my medication. I'll be snoozing soon.
All right, I'll just cut to the chase.
なんか結構使いまくりやね。
Is he lying, or did his heart rate speed up out of rage?
なかなかね、これピントが合いづらいですよね。
He can't look me in the eye. I'd say he's lying. Is he holding back his rage?
ってたよね、ホワイトというキルダン。
Why did you kill Joe Dunn?
What? Are you trying to confuse me? Joe hanged himself.
え、こいつが殺したわけじゃないの？まあこれもうこれはさっき見たから同じかってなると、まあ短すぎるでしょう、自殺するには。
Dunn was too short to hang himself with that rope.
So, it's true? He was murdered.
こいつが殺したんじゃないの
？I know Dunn threatened to call off the fight. Why?
How do you know that?
I'm a detective.
That was his anger talking. He never really meant it.
That doesn't matter. Why was he so mad at you? What did you do?
Nothing. Joe thought that I wasn't training hard enough. That I was going to lose.
OBL が殺したと思ってたけど、そういうわけじゃない感じなのかな。大丈夫かな。またこう動かない的な。おお、大丈夫かな。OBL から動かないですけど、いやー、なんかちょっと動かなかったですけど、動かなくなったんですけど、だいぶ進展しましたね、これ今日。プログレスちょっと見ときましょうか。これなんか漫画形式で話をね見れる。16ページまで今来てるけれどもっていうことですね。これ結構まだまだ続く感じなのかな。ちなみになんかこのねブラックサッドさんのステータスみたいなのも見ることができますね。お、なにこれ、ハードボイルドとセンシティブ。あ、これもなんかいい感じですね。真ん中ぐらいですね。これでもあれやな、サイレントとトーカティブ。これ私喋りすぎなんですかね。なんとなくイメージ的にブラックサッドさんは寡黙なイメージがありますけど、なんかすごいこれ極端になってる。その上のスイフトとクランチってこれどういう意味かな、よくわかんないけど。まあね、こうやって多分選択によっていろんな自分のブラックサッドさんみたいなのがね出来上がりますよっていう話ですね。さてさて、 どうしよう、もう一回ちょっと戻ってみるけど、なんとなく恐ろしい、感じで動かなくまたなってしまっているような気がしますね。大丈夫かな。これ多分ね、どうなんだろう、ローディング中ではない気がするんですけど、なんか喋んのかな。すごいボビーエールしんどそうですけど、これね、何も動かないんですね。何を押しても。ということで、今日ちょっとね、いい時間ですね。なんかもうあっという間に2時間半ぐらいやってますね。っていうことで、まだちょっとね、怪しげな終わり方で、あれなんですけど、とりあえず一旦今日はね、ここで、今日のライブはね、終わりにしてみましょうかね。なんかめちゃくちゃだいぶ進んだけど、こっからちょっとどういう展開になるのかよくわからないですね。で、ずっとこうボビー・エールがジョーダンを殺したのかと思いきや、なんかね、自分知らない感じでいましたんで、もしかしたら真犯人が誰かいるかもしれないね。で、そのジョーダンの殺人、自殺に見せかけてるんやけれども、殺人の罪を消せようとしているような人がなんか他にいるのかもしれないですね。ということで、またちょっとね、続きを、今後ね、引き続きやっていこうと思いますが、今日はね、この辺りで一旦終了したいと思います。ではね、長時間聞いてくださっている方、どうもありがとうございます。またね、ちょっとね、続き気になりますけれども、引き続きよろしくお願いいたします。ではね、本当にありがとうございました。バイバイ。